Hey, all you beautiful folks out there, all you single folks or folks who are frustrated because you haven't quite found the one, this video is for you. So you know that quirky little thing that Facebook does when you put a post online and then it pops up this screen and it says 1 year ago today or 2 years ago today. I used to think that thing was irritating, like what's the point? Okay, who cares what 1 year ago I was doing? But I have found here lately that I love that little shindig that Facebook is doing because it gives me a moment to look back at where I was 1 year ago. So today I posted something and it pops up this picture of a snowstorm and I'm telling people to be careful and we care about you and just putting a little inspirational encouragement out there for folks to be careful on the road. But much deeper than that picture was the fact that I was driving home from another city, from yet another meet and greet with a really cool guy. Man, I still think he's a cool friend. But is he meant for me? No. If he were, we would be together. But no, we met and we had a good time and I found a really good friend. But on the way back from that trip, I began asking myself, like, what is it? Why do I keep meeting all these great guys, but there's just not this soul, this spirit connection? What is it? And then I began to realize that I was searching for everything outside of myself and still ignoring what was inside of myself. You see, the truth of the matter is that if you're single right now, you're supposed to be. It's not like God or the universe or the source or luck has just happened to overlook you or gotten busy with a bunch of other folks and forgotten you. The truth of the matter is what you're manifesting in your life right now is partly what you've put into it, partly what the blessing has put into it, and partly just circumstance. But the truth of the matter is that you're right where you're supposed to be, else you would be somewhere else. Now, does that mean that everything is lined up and perfect in your life and you're just supposed to be single? Well, yes. If not, you wouldn't be. See, I think we find ourselves single like we've got some kind of disease or some kind of ailment that we're trying to overcome and we're searching for the cure. And the truth of the matter is there is no cure outside of yourself for being single. What I found is I was searching for the idea of what I thought that I wanted, but I still had tons of things inside of me that were not lined up to be anything less than single. I had to be to grow. It's just what I needed to get to the place that I needed to be exactly the kind of girlfriend and wife that today I can walk out. What I can tell you is if any of those relationships had worked out in any other time frame than the exact one I was in, I would probably be walking out a mess right now. Because as I began to get specific with my prayers, not just a guy, like I don't just want a guy who's got a job and got a car and got some kids and got a house and can pay his bills. Not just any guy, but the guy who, when me, Jennifer, says, I'm fine, that he sees right past my words and right past my body language. And his spirit connects with my spirit because we were meant to be one. And he says, babe, is everything okay? You see, there are lots of people out there that you can have a good time with. There are lots of people that for a time you can get along with. And there's lots of people out there that if you continue to alter yourself to fit what they need, for a season will work for you. But I'm asking you tonight, are you searching for a cure for your singleness? Or are you digging down deep and searching out what is within you that is not ready for a relationship? Because let me tell you this. You can be standing next to the person who is beautiful on the outside, who has the best job, who has the coolest car, is the best parent, or maybe isn't a parent at all. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Someone who is kind and generous to you. And if at the end of the day you don't feel worth it, even if they strap a ring on your finger, you will still not feel worth it. You can be standing next to the person who writes you love poems and tells you every day how beautiful or how handsome you are and how important and worth it you are. But if you don't feel deserving of their love, no matter what they say or do, you will still feel less than. There is not a cure for your singleness. This is a pathway to healing and growth. You are here for a reason. Now, I'm not saying that God or the source or the universe has skipped over you and has said, nah, they're not ready. I'm just going to pass on and go look for somebody else to bless. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Your blessing is in your singleness. Had I met Patrick Fitzgerald 1 year ago, I would have ripped him to pieces emotionally. Had he met me 1 year ago, I would have been laying in the floor in a pity party every day. Maybe I never would have said it, but I would have felt it, because there were still places inside of me that did not feel worthy of anyone's love. Thank goodness that I did not find the one before it was time. Now, I can sit back and say that because, well, I'm married. So, of course, what's it going to take for you to say that? Because I'm going to tell you something. You absolutely can make it work with just about anybody for a time, for a season. And there will be things that arise in your life that it is going to feel like pure hell walking through. If you push the envelope and you force a marriage or a commitment to somebody that is not built for you. So today I want to speak to your heart. Today I want you to really take some time and look within yourself. Come up with a scenario. If me and my love were in this kind of situation, this person that I'm dating, if my parent were to pass away, would he be there for me in the ways that I need him to be? And if he isn't, could I stand and journey through it anyways? If he bought me every single thing I needed, every single thing I wanted, if he did all the right things for me, would I feel worth it? And the real question is, do you feel worth it without those scenarios and without those situations? If you don't feel worth it when you don't got somebody standing beside you, you're not going to feel worth it when he gets there. You're not going to feel worth it when she gets there. Someone else cannot complete you. We keep thinking about this notion of being completed by somebody else. Well, that would mean that you're lacking something before they get there. And you, my love, are not lacking anything. So, I'm encouraging you to go on a journey of self. Yes, I said it. Of yourself. Take down your social media profiles that tell exactly what it is that you want and stand alone. Of course, you know, I don't think you're truly alone, because I believe that there is a very special someone who lives right inside the center of your chest. Now, whether or not we agree on that doesn't really matter. If you think you're alone, stand there alone. What I mean is without a spouse, without a girlfriend, without a boyfriend. And do you feel complete? Do you feel worth it? Do you feel desirable? Do you feel like you absolutely are someone's wife, someone's husband? And if the answer to any of those questions is no, then it is not time. Don't marry somebody else's wife. Don't marry somebody else's husband. Because yours is out there. And I encourage you to work here so that one day you can work here. I love you so much. Have an absolutely amazing night, oh single one. Word.